I'm going to make an assumption here that you have heard of ChatGPT and one of the next two statements is true. You've either tried to use it and didn't understand it, or you don't understand it and therefore you haven't tried to use it. Do not worry. ChatGPT is a tool designed to make your life easier. What do I mean by that? Let me explain. This screen here is ChatGPT, okay? It's not scary. It looks like Google, let's be honest. It's not an AI bot sent from the future to come back in time to kill you to prevent World War III. It might be something that AI can do, but ChatGPT cannot do that. What ChatGPT can do is help you with the boring stuff that you have to do every single day. For example, that email that you need to draft to your boss to ask for next week off. You don't need to write that anymore. You can get ChatGPT to do it. The PTA meeting that you don't really want to attend and you've got to come up with 5 excuses as to why you're busy that night, ChatGPT can generate for you. Or the meal plan for your picky family that doesn't really eat. You can't be bothered to come up with meals. Again, ask ChatGPT. Or that feeling that you just know something's not right, and every time you see a dog in the rain you cry and you're sure there's some kind of repressed memory trigger behind that, but you can't be bothered or afford to go and speak to a therapist. ChatGPT can help. It is not a trained therapist, it is not a trained events planner. However, it does have knowledge of all human history and all human education, and it can draw on that information and answer every mundane question that you have. Let's give you an example. Why does my teenage son smell bad? Pretty common for teenagers to smell, increased sweat, hormonal changes, diet, lack of hygiene, clothing, stress and anxiety, changes in skin and hair. Solutions: shower more. Okay, if you've got that weird question, it'll answer it. Here's another one. You might have an odd health question that you don't really want to ask people, but you want to know why it happens. Why does my eye keep going blurry and sometimes I get dizzy? You'll even see that it doesn't matter if you can't spell properly because it will work it out. Eye strain or fatigue is a possible reason. Refractive errors, low blood pressure, dehydration, migraines, vestibular issues, eye health conditions, anxiety or stress. ChatGPT is there in your pocket on any device that's internet connected. If you've got a mobile, a tablet, a desktop, hell, a smart fridge, you have got in your pocket all human knowledge that you can converse with. It's always going to be there for you. It's always available. It's always going to be polite. It's never going to call you an idiot, and it will help you with your day-to-day. I need to draft an email to my Mickey, my son's headmaster, to ask for an afternoon off to attend a funeral of his uncle. It is next Wednesday and he will need picking up after lunch. Here's a respectful email that you can do. So rather than having to draft the whole email, it has done it for you. Dear headmaster's name, I hope this finds you well. I'm writing to inform you that son's name. If I'd given it a bit more information, it would have known all this. Hang on, let's do this properly. I need an email to send to my son, Barry, headmaster, to request a leave of absence next Wednesday afternoon in order to attend his Uncle Fred's funeral. It will be after lunch break and he will not return until the next day. The headmaster is called Mr. Smith and my name is Alan Partridge. So presumably my child should be called Fernando. Now it will actually build a proper email for you. Still need to give it the date, but look at that. Dear Mr. Smith, I hope you're well. I'm writing to request permission for my son, Barry Partridge, to leave school next Wednesday afternoon on this date to attend the funeral of his uncle Fred. Barry will need to leave after lunch and will not be returning to school that day. I'd be grateful if you could grant him this leave of absence. Please let me know if any additional information is required. Thank you for your understanding. Kind regards, Alan Partridge. Okay. That is a very specific use case. However, it is a use case. What happens if you've got an email that you've drafted yourself that you want to paste in there and you're not sure that you're happy with the tone of it? You can do that. You can say, please review this email and make sure that it is professional and it is in British spelling and that it's good to send. You could sit here and say, look, I'm feeling really sad. I don't know why I'm feeling really sad. I think maybe my mum dropped me as a baby. And it will talk to you and it will talk it through with you. I have used ChatGPT personally to win my divorce, to diagnose fibromyalgia and depression. This since been confirmed by doctors, by the way. But just sitting here chatting to a machine that's not going to judge you. It's not going to steal your private information and sell it. It is a tool to help you. And once you can appreciate that, and once you can grasp what it can do on your day-to-day life, and these are very poor specific examples that I've given, okay? But it can create meal plans for you. It can proofread the essay you've just written. It can help you draft an email to the headmaster. It can act as a therapist for you. If you just want to talk to someone who's not going to judge you, you can do that. You can open up your heart to this web browser. It will be kind to you. It will tell you you're doing okay. It will look after you. If you need someone to give you some encouraging advice before a job interview, give me the outline of this company and tell me what I should say in this interview. It will give you that information. If you want it to summarise an article, say you're reading a really interesting article on the BBC website, but you can't be asked to read the whole thing, but you want to know what it says, copy the article. Look, here we go. I could tell you about this, couldn't I? But let's go. Let's go to BBC. I'm just going to pick this first one, okay? Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has full confidence. I'm going to copy all of this. Okay, come back to this ChatGPT window. Please summarise this article for me. Then you paste it all in. I'm going to give the prompt. So prompt is the word that you use to... It's the posh, knobby word that nerds, who look a bit like me, use to describe the question. The question is what you're asking it. And the question, or in this case, the prompt is, summarise this article for me. Explain it as if I was 12. So it's going to use simple language. Use bullet points. Or points. Use bullet points. Now, just scanned all of that, and it is writing out what this article is about in bullet points, so in really easy to understand sort of terminology. Per Keir Starmer, sports chancellor, despite criticism over the UK's economy, the pound has dropped. The Conservative Party say Rees is struggling in her role. Rees went to China to improve the UK's economic ties. Rising borrowing costs are bad. You can use it to summarise the news. You could say, why did they scrap replays in the third round of the FA Cup? And it will tell you. Third FA Cup replays were scrapped to avoid fixture congestion, player welfare, TV and commercial reasons, financial considerations. It is an amazing tool as long as you understand what you're trying to do with it. You can even get it to translate things for you. So if you want to get it to write a message, so here's another example. Help me to write a message to my Spanish friend Alberto. He lives in Valencia and I am worried that he might have been caught up in the recent floods. I want him to know that I am thinking about him and hope he and his family are okay. Please write this in English so I can proofread and then translate it into Spanish. South American Spanish, as Alberto is Mexican. Is from Mexico. South American Spanish and Spanish are different. It's like speaking American or speaking English. So here's the message in English. Hi Alberto, I've been hearing about the terrible floods in Valencia and I just wanted to check in on you. And now it has translated it underneath into South American Spanish. Hola Alberto, estuve escuchando sobre las terribles inundaciones en What is flooding in Spanish? Inundaciones en Valencia y solo quiero saber cómo estás. Espero que tú y tu familia estén a salvo y que no hayan sido demasiado afectados. I speak Spanish, so I know that that is saying what it needs to say. Turns out I don't know what the word for flood is in Spanish until I've just read it there. But again, it opens barriers. It's better than Google Translate. It's not just translating it word for word. When you see the way that ChatGPT types, it doesn't just go, poof, here's the information. Words appear, and the way that it does that is based on probability. So it will look at the prompt or the question that you've asked it, and it will deride what is the most likely word that will come next in that answer. For example, why do we think Humpty Dumpty was an egg? Nowhere in the song does it say it, but look, the text isn't just appearing, it is being written, and it is being written by artificial intelligence who is working out the answer to that question based on the probability of what the next word will be in that answer. It's insane. Please come up with a marketing schedule for my skincare business. I want daily Facebook posts for 30 days with a title, the text post, a CTA, call to action, and a prompt for an AI image generator to create the right photo to go with it every day. 3 lines of text, okay, and it is going to create here 30 days worth of content to post on Facebook for my skincare company. My company name is Bobby Dazzler Skincare Co. Okay, the Bobby Dazzler Skincare Co. Huge company, massive budget. Okay, and it's going to come up with 30 days worth of Facebook posts and also create the AI prompt that we'll need to generate a photo to go with it. Watch this space. 30-day marketing schedule. Day 1, title, text, CTA, image prompt. Day 2, day 3, day 4. How much would you, as a company, pay specialists to come up with this for you? A lot, I would imagine. This isn't for everyone. Again, most people aren't selling skincare on Facebook, but if you do work online, you can use ChatGPT to come up with things. The key, and I cannot stress this enough, is what it says down here. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info. That is very true. It can make mistakes, and you need to proofread it before you just post it carte blanche, okay? But let's have a look at this. Day 16, skincare routine. I am currently here using the free version of ChatGPT, so it tends to stop to make sure that you're not just a bot that's disappeared. You can get it to carry on. I have the paid-for version. With the paid-for version, and it's a few pounds a month. You can do so much more. It is worth looking into the paid-for version. So that is just a rough idea of what ChatGPT can do for you. I am putting together a course in the very near future to really sing from the rooftops the power of ChatGPT, what it can actually do for you, and how, most vitally, to use it properly to get the most from it. If just this little 10-minute video has made you realise, actually, yeah, I can see why there's a buzz about it, that's fantastic. Please, please comment below so that I can keep a track of who's interested in it, and as soon as the next Shadow Design course is ready, which will be about ChatGPT and how it can help you in your daily life every single day. I use it every single day. If I have an idea that I want to bounce off of someone, I ask ChatGPT. If I want it to come up with an idea for a blog post, I use ChatGPT. If I want it to draft an email that I'm going to send a client, I use ChatGPT. It's a powerful tool. If you use it properly and you accept that it's there and it's not going away, it is not going away. It's here to stay. And the sooner you get the head around the fact that it is a tool to help you and you embrace it, the better it will be for you. So keep your, put up a comment down below. Keep your eyes peeled. There will be more updates in the future, but there is a course coming to further explain the power of ChatGPT, and I want you to know all about it.